think we have a quorum, right?
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Yay. Okay, Ms. Jones, we'll call the meeting to order at 4:03. Will you
Got it.
take the roll, please?
Okay. Senator Wilk,
Present.
Senator Leyva, Senator Roth, Assemblymember O'Donnell,
Here.
Assemblymember Cunningham,
Here.
Assemblymember Burke, Juan Morales.
Here.
Hi, Juan. Daniel Kim.
Here.
Hi, Dan. Gail Miller.
Here. Great. We have a quorum.
We have a quorum. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. You too, Lisa. Pursuant to Governor Newsom's Executive Order N2520 from March 12th, 2020, this meeting is being conducted by way of teleconference. It's being physically webcast from room 6300 in the Ziggurat building in West Sacramento for anyone that would like to provide public comment in person. In order for this meeting to run efficiently, please note the following guidelines. All participants will be muted during the meeting. If any board member or the public would like to make a comment, please use the raise hand feature in the Zoom meeting interface, which is down by your participants. And I will call your name at the appropriate time. And once you raise your hand, you go in order of when you raise your hand. If you are calling into the meeting and not using a computer or the Zoom app on a mobile device, unfortunately, you will be unable to provide comment. So you can, so please, if you want to provide public comment today, please call with the Zoom app, and you can do that through the web as well. You don't need the app installed on your phone necessarily. So now we will go to approval of the minutes for May 27th. May we have
So
a motion?
moved.
Moved by Senator Wilk.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Cunningham. Any public comments on the minutes? Seeing none, Ms. Jones, will you call the roll?
Sure will. Senator Wilk,
Aye.
Assemblymember O'Donnell,
Aye.
Assemblymember Cunningham,
Aye.
Juan Morales,
Aye.
Dan Kim,
Aye.
Gail Miller.
Aye. Great, the minutes are adopted.
That's
Next,
correct.
we will move to the executive officer statement, please, Ms. Silverman.
Yes, we have a few things to share with you tonight. So the board took action in May to apportion nearly $812 million with the bond funds, and those are backed up with the projects that were previously unfunded. So that's great news. We wanted to remind folks that have the cash apportionment that they have an August 25th deadline. So please come in so that way we can process your fund release request and the cash. And we just wanted to highlight, although we did share on the item itself, the executive officer statement, that we did receive by June 5th and processed over 146 million. I do have an update. We also have had a run at folks coming in for the cash, which is great news. And as of June 22nd, we actually have $478 million in requests so far. So yeah, we're hitting our target. So folks are coming in for their cash. So that's great news. The second thing we wanted to share is the time extensions that have been accepted by the board as a result of the emergency regulations. Although we did share in the item that there was 112 requests or time extensions that districts were seeking. We do have an update. We have 161 requests that actually came in as of June 22nd. And nearly all of them had been approved. 158 had been approved so far. So again, that's great news. Working collaborative with districts related to the extension request. And on page 9, the current party filing round is open. We just want to remind districts, if you have an unfunded approval, that you can come in for that certification for the fall bond sales. So the deadline is August 28th, which again, it has been extended. And then our next board meeting is August 26th. That'll open up to any questions.
Great, thank you. Any questions from the board? Is there any public comment? Michael, you're gonna help me if there's public comment, right? Okay, I don't think so.
Yep, I gotcha.
Alrighty, perfect. We will now move to the consent agenda.
The consent is ready for your approval.
Great, thank you. Any public comments? I don't see any. Any comments from the board? Cool. May we have a motion in a second?
So moved.
Thanks, Senator Wilk.
I'll second.
Thanks, Dan. Moved and seconded. And Michael, just confirming no public comments, right?
That's correct.
Okay, great. Thanks. Okay, Ms. Jones, will you call the roll, please?
Certainly. Senator Wilk,
Aye.
Assemblymember O'Donnell,
Aye.
Assemblymember Cunningham.
Aye.
Thank you. Juan Morales,
Aye.
Dan Kim,
Aye.
Gail Miller.
Aye.
That motion carries.
So we have the financial reports.
Did I mute myself to the financial report? Sorry. I think
Okay.
I'm being cocky, like I never do anything wrong on Zoom, and here I am messing it up. Sorry.
No, it's a quick meeting, that's why. On page 117, although we did share some updates in the fund releases, but for the purposes of the report in the item, we only showed 2.4 million that was released in May. But as I shared with you earlier, we actually had released far more cash than that. But again, that's a snapshot in time. If we could move forward to page 119 and 120, just want to give the board an update as far as your items in the consent agenda. We had, the board did approve nearly $123 million in projects, and that represents 38 approvals, and also recognize that there was nearly $816,000 of recoveries, and that represent 9 projects. And also on full day candor, there's activities there as well. That's 8 unfunded approvals and actually some action items related to that for $1.7 million. With that, I'll open to any questions.
Any questions from anyone? Nope. Okay. Moving right along, we have one appeal today that Ms. Kampminer will let us know about, and actually has staff approval. So I think this will move quickly as well.
Yep, so page 139 of the agenda, we have an appeal from Dehesa Elementary School District in San Diego County. This is similar to several other appeals the board has heard in the past year or so related to a new construction application that at the time OPSC was processing the application based on the enrollment year for the year which we were processing, the district had no eligibility for the application. In this case, it was the 18-19 enrollment year, and the district is a small school district, so sometimes the small fluctuations in enrollment can have a big impact on the projection. However, in 19-20, the enrollment did go back up, and it supports 114 of the originally requested 150 pupil grants for the project, and the district is seeking the board's approval to use the 19-20 enrollment to receive funding for those 114 pupil grants. Staff does support because the 19-20 enrollment is current and it does show a need for the project. This will provide the district with the majority of the funding they were hoping to receive for the project. It is approximately $1.6 million. So staff does recommend approval. The district is available for any questions. I believe they're on the call with us today.
Great, thank you very much. Any questions? And a huge shout out again to the team at OPSC who really worked with the district to make sure that we could, that they could get to a really good solution on this and helped a lot. So as always, we're really grateful to the team at OPSC. Any questions from the board? Any public comment? I'm noting that the district is on the line if anyone wants to ask them any questions. Anyone raising their hands, Michael? No? Okay.
Nope, we're good.
Great. Then I think we're ready for a motion and a second. Senator Wilk, it literally looks like you're wandering through the desert. I hope it's not 40 years that you're doing that for.
I'm traversing the 4th floor of the Capitol. I got double booked, so I'm now making my move.
We really appreciate you being on because we needed a quorum.
I know, that's why I made sure I was here.
Oh, thank you for joining, Ms. Burke. Okay, so we just need a really quick motion and a second, and I think
So
we're
moved.
done. Moved by Senator Wilk, seconded by Ms. Burke. Ms. Jones, will you call the roll, please?
Senator Wilk,
Aye.
Assemblymember O'Donnell,
Aye.
Assemblymember Cunningham,
Aye.
Assemblymember Burke,
Aye.
Juan Morales,
Aye.
Dan Kim,
Aye.
Gail Miller,
Aye.
and that
That-
motion carries.
Great, thank you very much, and thank you very much to the district for being on the phone. We appreciate it, and congratulations. Ms. Burke, we'll open up the roll in just 1 second, but maybe we'll just wrap up so everyone else can hop off, if that's okay with you.
Not a problem.
Okay, perfect, thanks. Okay, so Ms. Silverman, do you just want to wrap up the 3-month projected workload?
Yeah, we have a 3-month workload, and I'm not sure if any questions. If not, our next meeting is August 26th.
And we will keep you posted on our location, but I assume we will continue meeting by Zoom, is our understanding. So with that, we're going to open up the roll for Ms. Burke, but I think everyone else can hop off, and I'll adjourn the meeting as soon as Ms. Burke has voted. So
Okay.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Stay well. Okay,
Ms.
so Ms.
Burke, how do you vote on the minutes?
See you guys. Bye.
Thank
Aye.
you.
On the consent calendar?
Aye.
And you were here for DeHessa. Okay, great. So you're all caught up. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good week.
Thank
Me
you.
too.
All righty, our meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Michael, for managing us all.
You're welcome.
Take care, guys.
Good seeing you
Bye.
guys.
You too.
Bye.
Take care.